What is up, everybody? This is Josh from Musilesson, and we are back here again today. And I've got a PRS sitting next to me in honor of the subject matter of this video, and that is John Mayer. Yes, John Mayer, the man who single-handedly turned the guitar world upside down by having PRS create basically the modern era Stratocaster. Has released an album. This is not new. This has been out for a couple months now, I think. It's called Sob Rock. And I just kind of want to talk about the track that is the main release called Last Train Home. Okay. It really kind of touches a place near and dear in my heart because it really reminds me of those nostalgic 1980s songs, those ballads, those power rock, that kind of pop rock, but gritty, kind of soulful feel and vibe that you get from that. And there's a couple of songs that I really feel like John is kind of imitating here that I'm just going to talk to you about today. So I guess what this is kind of like, it's not a rant per se, but just kind of a free flow. Hey, we're talking about a really cool piece of music. Also, I've got this in an article on Musilesson.com. I believe it is titled John Mayer and His Last Train Home. I'll put that link down in the description so you can go read that if you so should choose. And feel free to check out some other articles we got on the website as well. Some really fun articles that I do all the time. Also, resources for if you're learning violin or guitar. That's the place to go, and we'll be updating that regularly as well. All right, enough of that. Sob Rock is the name of the album. John Mayer is the artist. Lots of great musicians play on this album. So what do we actually get in the title track, not title track, I'm sorry, but in the track Last Train Home? If you listen to it, it's got pristine cleans. It's got amazingly defined harmony parts in both the guitar and in the vocals, which I personally love. I'm a fan of both. John's vocals are squarely in my range, so it's fun for me to sing. The album Continuum was a hit for me. I loved it. Bold as Love was one of my favorite tracks on there. I know Slow Dance in the Burning Room was great too, but I love his cover of Bold as Love. Jimi Hendrix original song right there. Okay, but back to Last Train Home. So you've got really nice, clean sounds coming out of his guitar, and he is really right. John describes his electric guitar pickups in the PRS Silver Sky as being like high fidelity, right? It's like the newest version. It's like the most up to date, the most beautiful version of a single coil that you could possibly create at this point in time. It really is nice. And that's not taking anything away from active single coils, but I really do like the single coils that John has in the PRS Silver Sky. But going back to that, really pristine, great rhythm track behind what John's doing and what the band is doing, both behind his vocals and behind the lead electric guitar part, which is the next thing I'll talk about. So John's got this kind of like, I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of maybe some wah. I'm not really sure. I know there's something maybe like a phaser or a flanger or something going on back there. Maybe some chorus. I'm pretty sure there's some chorus back there going on too. Reverb, obviously. Probably a little bit of delay going on with his lead guitar tone. Now, the profile of the distortion is what's unique to me. It really vibes me Eric Clapton 1980s. Okay, and really I would say like 84, 85 on, right? That's the vibe I'm getting from John's guitar tone. So the two songs that I point people to check this out are going to be Forever Man and then Pretending. Okay? Check those two out. I'm telling you, you're going to hear this lead guitar tone. I think Pretending is probably the most accurate recreation. Well, sorry, John Mayer's came second, so that's a recreation, I guess, if we're going to go that route. But you'll hear those tones there, and I really do think that they are very similar. And I think you'll hear what I'm talking about there. The profile is like, it's a sponginess, but it's not, it doesn't like unravel, right, in the distortion. I know, look, if you're not a guitar player and you don't play, just, I'm talking gibberish, right? But if you play, you'll understand what I'm saying. The distortion is like, it's broad, but it doesn't like, it's not hairy on the edges, if that makes sense. I know it's how we describe distortion as guitar players is kind of ridiculous, but if you listen long enough, you definitely hear what I'm saying. Forever Man is another really good one. Great solo in Forever Man, so check that one out too. Okay, Now, the next song that I really think people should listen to, and kind of just not for the sound of the guitar necessarily, except for the cleans, so is Steve Winwood's song "Higher Love." Check out Steve Winwood's song "Higher Love." Okay, listen to the electric guitar parts there. It's so clean in "Higher Love." I'm telling you, it really reminds me of "Last Train Home." The electric guitar part in "Last Train Home." I think you're really going to notice what I'm talking about. It's very clearly defined there, and that's what I love about it. It's so clearly defined as a rhythm part. It's just clean, right? I love that. That's one of the things I love about it. It doesn't step on anything. It's present, but it's not overbearing, right? And that's what I really enjoy about it. Now, the next thing about "Higher Love" that I think is really unique is if you listen to "Higher Love," Steve Winwood has Shaka Khan singing on that track as well. Amazing, beautiful vocals. Love Shaka Khan's voice. At the end of "Last Train Home," John has Maren Morris singing. And it's kind of in the same vibe. Like, Shaka Khan, she's got some harmony parts, I believe, preceding the ending of the song of "Higher Love." But if you listen to it, she really cuts loose at the end. And Maren Morris comes in at the end of "Last Train Home." So you hear a lot of really cool similarities there. And I really, really like it. Look, I say this in the article, but I'm probably squarely a millennial, but I'm probably a little bit on the older side. I know I don't look very old in my pressed and dressed shirt. Don't answer that. Don't respond to that. Anybody who knows me. Anyway, but I remember hearing this stuff on the radio as a kid. I actually still remember hearing Van Halen releases on the radio as a kid, just driving along in the car and being out in establishments and stuff like that. And this was in the 1980s that I was hearing this. And I was young. I was pretty young. But I still remember hearing this. But that's just the way my brain works. Everybody's different. So I attached to that. And when I heard those songs later for the first time, it brought back a lot of nostalgia. And that's what I get from this track, "Last Train Home." I get nostalgia for days. I mean days. I just put this sucker on and I listen to it. There's a lot of other great tracks on Sob Rock as well, honestly. I don't have the whole set list here. I think I'll link it to you guys here so that you can check out the whole album. There's one called It Just Feels Great to Do It or something like that. I can't remember the name of the track. I've just listened to it. I'll put that in the video so that you can know which track I'm talking about. Got a great ending to it. There's some really, really good stuff. Wild Blue is so stinking catchy, it's not even funny. But sorry, I'm not here to talk about the album. I'm here to talk about "Last Train Home." That's a little tangential. So getting back to "Last Train Home." So you get that hit of nostalgia right there, right? If you're from that time period. But yeah, juxtapose this release, "Last Train Home," with a lot of the offerings from the 1980s, especially pop rock, and I think you're really gonna like it. Now, interestingly enough, Steve Winwood is friends with Eric Clapton. Okay, so you can see where that goes along. And interestingly enough, John Mayer has made many comments about how he's kind of, we won't use the word stolen. We'll say borrowed licks from Eric Clapton. And let's be clear, guitar players, we borrow licks from everybody. This is no new thing. It's actually commonplace. And I encourage everybody to do it. All my students, we learn licks from other performers, other players, because that's what makes us better, right? Okay, so to sum this all up, because I don't want this to go on forever and ever and ever, right, is check out "Last Train Home" when you get a chance. I think it's a really great song. I think it's a really great pop rock. If you wanted to know what it was like to be alive in the 80s and you're young, let's say you're 20 or younger, right, watching this, listen to that whole album, and you're going to get a really huge dose of what it was like to be listening to the radio, the pop radio in the 1980s, and at least on the lighter pop rock side, right? So check that out. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please check out our other videos here on YouTube. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you get all of our updates and videos. I've taken a little bit of a hiatus here. Lots of things going on here in my life, so I appreciate you guys for sticking around and hanging around and watching these resources. Yeah, also check out Musilesson.com, www.musilesson.com. We've got some great articles for music studies, and also in our methods, our violin beginners course, and some great articles for the guitar. More coming on that soon. I guess you could call this one of those articles or videos as well. This will be in the article on the website eventually. The link to the article will be in the description here, so you can watch that when you want to, and if you want to. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. If you're looking to get some great swag, some great music t-shirts and stuff like that, check out Musilesson.com. I think it's /shop. We've got our shop on there if you want to outfit yourself with something great, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, music is magic. Bye.